Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and I have a box to open. This is an exciting one. This is a knife that I've owned before. If you've looked at the title, this is a Holt, and it is a Holt Haptic. I had a Holt Haptic. I had the bright purple one. It was kind of blurpily, mostly purple, and it was awesome. My review of the knife was very, very positive. It was a sweet knife. Arguably the best flipper-only knife that I've ever had. And I liked it, but it was bright purple, and it just wasn't like totally my vibe as knives go. I think because of that. And I tried to be open to the fact that it was purple, but it didn't last. So I ended up trading that knife for my Keynesen, which I then sold to fund my custom sigil, which I'm happy about. I still have the sigil as of this moment and love that knife too. So it all worked out. But the other day, out of the blue, I just saw an Instagram post from Holt Knife Works, or Holt Blade Works, I think they call themselves. And yeah, Holt Blade Works, it says on here. I saw them post on Instagram that they were opening up a lotto on the website. So you could go over and enter a lotto to be able to purchase one of the knives they just finished. So I don't know how many they had finished. Maybe it was 20 knives or something. So I was like, yeah, I might as well enter if I'm able to get one and get a spot and then get a spec that I like and feel more comfortable carrying and using and keeping long term, then great. Plus I'd be getting it at table price, right? So I entered and I did. I got an email not that long after saying, hey, you won. Log on to the site at this time, put in this password, and you can purchase one of the haptics that is done. And I was like, sweet, sounds good. Totally forgot about this until right now too. So they're out of boxes at the moment, which is funny. So the one I had before was in a Holt box. Apparently they're out of them for the moment. So this came just in here in some bubble wrap, but got the ownership card, all the stickers and all that, and I think I can get a box from them later. Anyway, I logged on right when the time came, and I don't know how quickly they all went or what was left or what. There were some pretty wild looking options. I wanted something really, really basic. Like the more basic, the better, because I wanted it to be the cheapest base price that I could get, because I wasn't planning on buying a Holt that day, and as I'm sure you're aware, they're expensive. But also for use and carry, I just wanted it to be as plain as possible. I figure that's my comfort level. So I got this one. Let's look at the stuff first. So we've got the ownership card. This you literally like tap on your phone and it'll tell you the knife's number. Holt sticker. This is what the card usually goes in, I think. Also explains the adjustable detent system on here. That first one I had also frustrated me, if I'm being honest, because the pivot kept walking from somebody who had disassembled it before me. There had been a couple owners previous to me, and they had gotten lube in the threads of the pivot, and I ended up having to kind of chase that out of it, and it just kind of tarnished the whole experience with the knife at the end of the day. But this one's fresh. It's brand new from the Holts. So if the pivot walks this time, it's their fault, and I can send it to them. Anyway, so here's this. I am actually curious what number this knife is. So I'm going to tap my phone onto it real quick and have it tell me. Let's see. Not sure where on here I'm supposed to tap. There it goes. Just opens a link. Let's see. This is from the most recent drop, so whatever number this is. Okay, knife number 798. So I'd imagine they've completed about 800 haptics at this point. Build date is 4th of July, 2021. That's rad. So this is a Independence Day knife. Handles, this is interesting. It says the wrong handle thing on here. So it says handles are titanium widow satin in the nude. They're not the widow pattern. I hate the widow pattern. I think it looks terrible. I get that some people like it. It looks like a spider web. I think it looks Halloween-y and just dumb. But more for those of you who like it. Anyway, this is not. This is the Starburst something pattern. So that's interesting that this card is wrong. I'll have to ask them about that. Clip, titanium satin in the nude. Spacer, titanium satin in the nude. Blade, Bowler M390, Stonewash 2.0. So this was the most basic one that they had available that day, and that's exactly what I wanted. So how is this? This is kind of crazy. It's like sealed into the bubble wrap. I like press it in there. Yeah, there we go. All right, there it is. Well, this pattern looks cool in person. Yeah, so this was $775. That was the table base price on this. I was in my first one for $1,000 because I bought it from a buddy secondary who had bought it from a buddy secondary who had bought it from a buddy secondary. So that's just kind of the way that that one ended up being. And I didn't even feel like I was overpaying. I don't think I did based on what these go for on secondary. But to be in this one with shipping for under $800, it makes me more happy to have this and carry it and use it and to have it be this nice, cool looking user finish. So there were a number of different pivots that I've seen from them, and even on different builds they seem to have different pivot hardware. This looks pretty cool to me. It's fairly simple, nothing crazy. Again, this is their starburst, or I think they call it bent starburst pattern, something like that. I think it looks nice. I think it kind of suits the knife pretty well. You can see it's stamped M390, or not stamped, lasered M390 right up there. Oh, that feels like it should. That is awesome. Yeah, the internal milling looks fantastic. Liner lock, of course, and right out of the box it's dropping. Acoustically, this sounds different than my first one. Listen to this. That's weird. It's got this like hollow, kind of like acousticy, tingy, I don't know. It's got a different sound. Weird. I wonder if that'll stay or if that's just because it's brand new and not broken in or what. It feels great though. Yeah, look at that. So the shining feature, of course, of the Haptic, just like the Spectre, I would say, is the action. For a flipper knife, these are unreal. This is also, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like this is a higher shine blade than I had on the last one. I know they said some of this batch they were putting up had the near mirror finish blade. I wonder if I'm misremembering the first blade or if this is one of the near mirror ones. It's really shiny. Look at that. You can see the camera there. It looks gorgeous. When they say near mirror too, it even had like an asterisk. It was like, this is still a stone washed blade. It's not an actual mirror polished blade. It's just much higher shine and still has the random stone washing all over it. I think this has got to be one of those. Unless I'm crazy and I really just, hasn't been that long since I had the purple one, but this blade seems shinier to me. Anyway, I think it looks sweet. I like that it's just all monochrome. The whole thing is just raw, plain titanium all over. They do some really, really cool anodization. I was tempted to get one that was like a cool aqua color. It was like a bluish greenish. That one looked really, really cool. But I just know that the anodization, if you're going to scuff the knife, the anodization is the easiest thing to scuff right away. Like a scuff on plain titanium isn't going to look nearly as bad as it will on anodized titanium, in my experience. And I don't know, I wanted it to be simple. And there's definitely different ways to go about it, right? Like, it's really tempting when you're getting a knife of this caliber to like, well, if I'm going to be spending close to $800 anyways, I might as well spend close to $1,000 to get one that's really wild and stands out and looks really cool. And I get that, but I just know myself at this point, and I know that I don't want it to actually look that crazy because it's going to make me want to use it less. This feels really good. Man, I almost forgot how much I like the ergos on the Haptic. Whew. Anyway, it's here. It's out of the box. Well, it's out of the shipping box. I don't have the box for it, which is kind of funny, but I'll just keep all this in here for now, I guess. And I'll have to bug them about getting a box once they've got some ready and available. Yeah, this is money. I love the Haptic, and I've missed it. I didn't think I'd miss it as much as I have. I'm glad to have one now and have it be more my speed. So anyway, thanks for checking it out, guys. This is my Haptic. Bent starburst, I think, is what you call this handle pattern, even though my COA doesn't say that. So anyway, thanks for checking it out. See you on the next one.